Hello, friends. Happy new moon in Scorpio. It is Monday, October 28th, and I am going to do a channeling using the tarot for the period of the new moon all the way through the end of Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. It's a lot happening in Scorpio right now. So I'm going to start with my list here. Okay, Aries. So this is for, this is for Aries, sun, moon, and rising. So if you know your moon and your rising sign, sometimes it's good to watch the videos or the segments of this video for those other parts of your chart, okay? Okay, so Aries, your first card is Six of Air, and the clarifier is the Ten of Swords. So something is definitely ending and you are moving on. You're moving forward. You are ready to just sail off into more ease and more grace. So whereas whatever the situation this was that was painful for you or difficult in any way, it's ending. So that's a really good sign. And for all the signs, I'm pulling a card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And for Aries, you got a fire card, the Seven of Wands. Look at that, sexy. And there's like a lizard watching as this man undresses or unzips this woman out of her beautiful dress. You can tell he's getting all excited about it. A really beautiful scene, actually. So, Scorpio being the sexy season that it is, let us look up what the Seven of Wands is. So, these are not the traditional meanings of the tarot. These are specific to the Tarot of Sexual Magic. It says, whispering, the magic of the lizard. Doubts and suspicions dissolve in the sunlight. Clarity illuminates feelings and situations. So for you, Aries, I feel like you are so clear. You know that it's time to move forward. It's time to move on. You could actually be moving away, moving overseas, traveling, taking a vacation to just get the mental state clear, because you have a lot of mental activity happening. You've made some major decisions. Obviously, if there's an ending, you've made a major decision and you are moving forward, which is fantastic. And with this new clarity, you're really going to figure out, what am I really the most passionate about? And you're going to just go straight for that thing, which is awesome. So even if it feels like there's a painful ending that happens, between now or anytime in the Mercury retrograde period, which really begins this week, you are going to start to feel, as the retrograde goes on into November, things lifting, any kind of heaviness lifting, okay? So next we're going to do Taurus. Okay. So beautiful energies for Taurus in this new moon and retrograde in Scorpio. In fact, you got the King of Water. So yeah, again, if you are Taurus sun, rising, or moon, this could apply to you. The King of Water, I feel like, Scorpio is a water sign, so this could be a Scorpio person, or it could be the side of you that is very Scorpio-like. Taurus is the opposite of on the opposite side of the wheel as Scorpio, and you have Uranus in your sign right now, which means some surprises, a lot of surprises have been popping up, new energy, innovation, risk taking, all of that kind of energy is attached to Taurus right now. The clarifier for this King of Water is the Six of Cups. So a few interpretations, because this is a retrograde, a lot of times this talks about a soulmate returning. So that doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to be a man. This could also be a woman carrying the King of Water or King of Cups flavor, right? That energy. So there is a return, there's a soulmate returning to you from a past life or from this lifetime. So maybe you broke up with somebody, or maybe you knew somebody in high school or college and they're coming back. I feel like this could be a love connection. Soulmates can also be friends and family. They could be other members, but I feel like this is particularly romantic with both cards being cups. So maybe you're going to see love for this person with new eyes. Okay, so for the Tarot of Sexual Magic, Taurus, you got the 10 of Pentacles, which is so much your energy. It's like you've really completed something. You've come to the end of, I feel like this is saying it's the end of any sort of poverty consciousness, end of, feeling separate from the world or from something that you wanted. So I feel like this return is like a return to abundance and happiness and feeling stable again. So this new moon and retrograde period is leaving you feeling fullness, feeling happy, like reconnecting to happy times, to happy moments. And I'm going to read to you because this is going to be a nice one. Okay. This says desire, the magic of the mirror. So there she is, this beautiful woman with a mirror over her and her lover. And she's got all these fruits on her body. And he's just like going, this is like a feast. This is a banquet. Where do I start? Yum, right? So the magic of the mirror. Vanity is the soul of love. You must love yourself to let yourself be loved, and you must love yourself before you can love another. So any sort of feelings of feeling unloved that you had, you're learning now to love yourself first, to give to yourself first, and then whoever this is that's returning, then you can really share in that banquet of love. Yummy. So maybe watch 9.5 Weeks or something, or anything about food and sensuality would be great for you right now. All right, so now we have, I think this is Gemini. Double check. We are in Gemini. Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have the Hermit card. And the clarifier is the Knight of Cups. Interesting pairing. So this could mean that you have been spending time really connecting, contemplating, meditating about maybe about somebody you want to approach. I feel like, or you are wanting to bring somebody behind doors with you. You want to be more secretive or more quiet about a proposal, a union. There's something really deep going on, something that you're being invited into, or you're inviting someone else into. And it's very romantic. The Knight of Cups is a very romantic card. It's like, I want to bring you into my secret sanctuary, my secret lair, and let's have some sweet makeout sessions, love making sessions. It's a fabulous pairing. I really like this. So again, you're being invited into someone's inner sanctum, or you're inviting them into yours. Very Scorpio. Scorpio is secretive. Scorpio is mysterious. So what is the mystery behind the closed door, right? And you want to find out. So Gemini, your card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic is the Stars. You can't get much better than this. With you have this wish, and look at this guy, is just like, he's in ecstasy. This woman is just pouring this, I don't know, it looks like water, but it could be oil. Maybe she's pouring oil on him and she's going to give him a massage, like outside in nature. It's very sensual and magical. So this is going to be such a magical season for you, Gemini. The star indicates that, to have hope, that there's a wish about to come true. And if it hasn't already, go out there and shine. And I feel like, the hermit always has, a lamp. And inside the hermit's lamp is actually the star. So if you've seen the traditional version of the star, it's a naked woman. She's pouring 2 pitchers of water, and the stars are over her, but there's one giant golden star, and that golden star on the traditional tarot is in the hermit's lamp. So you are a star in somebody's eyes. You are somebody's dream, someone's wish come true. Really beautiful energy. Or if you're the hermit, then you're looking at somebody and going, this is who I'm wishing for. I'm going to bring them in, so it's a wish is coming true. It's moving towards you, or you're moving towards somebody else to fulfill their wishes. So nice. Okay, so next is Cancer. So Cancer got some very earthy cards. The Page of Earth in particular, the Page of Pentacles. And their clarifier was the Hermit in the traditional tarot. So there's the star in his lamp. You can see that. So maybe the Geminis and the Cancers are going to get together, or, something's brewing maybe between the two of you. Page of Earth. This is like the beginning of, it's an offer, but it's in its infancy, right? The page is like a very youthful, young, childlike energy. So it's something that's going to be prosperous and stable. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, or it could be a creative project. And all this card is telling us is that he's this little special little elf guy with his little branch antlers. He's so cute. This earth fairy is inviting you into the potential for something that could be very lucrative in the long run. And then with the Hermit card here, I feel like this is saying you are, well, how would I channel this? How would I channel this energy? Whatever it is for you that is the star, when you've gone within and you've looked inside your heart and you really know what you're wishing for and what you desire, it is coming. So keep contemplating it, keep focusing on it. And this is going to be done, again, behind closed doors, alone. This is solitude. This is not yet This is like unmanifested potential for your wishes to come true. But they're saying you have to really be connected with your heart first. You have to be connected with what you truly desire first. And then for the tarot of sexual magic, you guys got the Ace of Chalices. This is beautiful. Also known as the Ace of Cups. And I just love this couple. It's very passionate and soft. So it's like this abundant, loving energy. It's, yeah, so let's see what the sexual magic book has to say. It says ecstasy, the magic of the comb and the brush. Loving magic crowned by success, satisfaction, festivities, good reasons to be happy and in love. And, you know, cups, you know, your two other cards, Cancer, were really very earthy, stable, the element of earth. And this is the ecstasy of being in your element, because you are a water sign. So this is like the Ace of Water, the Ace of Cups, okay? So a new emotional beginning where there's a lot of ecstasy. Ooh, yum. I love it. Okay, Leo. Leo, you're all about the fire. And I'm not surprised. You are a fire sign. So you have the Two of Fire. This is about making plans that you feel passionate about, like having just a vision for the future, for, you know, a partnership. I feel like, you know, if you look at her on this giraffe, she looks a little, you know, tired. She looks a little worn out. She's kind of slumped over. And your clarifier is this 10 of Wands. So feeling like you've been working on this for such a long time, maybe it's working on a partnership, working on manifesting a partnership, you know, working on yourself to get to this place where you can have this divine partnership of where it's equal passions, right? And knowing the direction that you're moving in with, and not doubting so much. I feel like the overwork might have been because you were doubting that you could have this or that you could make it this far. So this is saying you've made it really, really far. You're almost there. Don't give up. Don't stop, even though you might be feeling a little tired. Okay. So Leo, you guys got the Lovers card. Yay. Okay, so let me read this from the Book of Sexual Magic. Seduction, the red magic of plants. Nature is an unerring guide. Plants and animals are examples to be imitated. Magic perfume seduces and sustains us in important sentimental choices. So yeah, you've been preparing for this. So now it's like you have to choose a path. And which path feels the most magical? Which one feels the most passionate? And follow that path. I love that, the red magic of plants, and they've got these roses, and, you know, yeah, I would say surround yourself with roses, and or go sit in a rose garden and really vision. Take a notepad with you or a journal and write down, what is it that, you know, I'm seducing into my life? What am I bringing in? And what feels good to choose? So yeah, I feel like you are facing a decision. You're at a crossroads. So Leo, follow your heart. Follow what is seducing you. Okay, follow what is seducing you. Okay, so next we have Virgo, I believe. Let's see. Yes, we do. Virgo. Big transformation for Virgo. Wow. Um, back to the camera here. So you got transformation, also known as the death card. This is the card of Scorpio. So you are very much aligned with this new moon and this retrograde season. And you got this card, the moon card. This is an important time period for you. There is a change happening. Something is happening behind the scenes that you don't know about, or you haven't quite seen the full picture. It's like you're having intuition, you're having dreams, and maybe even a sense of foreboding or a sense of something's about to happen, something's about to change, but I don't know what it is. That's what this energy feels like. So it can bring up fears. It can bring up feelings of insecurity. So just know that you are going to be like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Whatever this is that comes either out of, it's something that's going to come out of your unconscious, something that that you're feeling is happening under the surface, and it comes to light during this retrograde period. Okay. So you got the Three of Swords from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And I feel like it's a lot about sound, music. We see this man playing the harp and then touching this woman's legs. So he's playing music. It's like this vibration. There's a vibration that's through sound, but you can feel it and it's affecting you physically. Very interesting. And then there's this woman who's coming in, standing in like a window, looking at the scene. And this woman here obviously is feeling really good. She's touching her, she's touching her breasts, her hair. She's in, she's in ecstasy. She's feeling very open and ready, to make love. So I think this man is, he's stroking her leg and stroking the strings of the harp. So part of this card, I'll read it from the book, but I'm channeling it has to do with sound, vibration, and healing for you too, to kind of get you to open the heart chakra, because maybe your heart's been closed. It says pinching, the magic of fire and salt. Ooh, interesting. You must call attention to disagreements and incompatibilities before finding the courage to end a relationship that is now empty. Ooh. So if you've been feeling like you weren't sure about a relationship, it might be time to allow an end to take place, to let go. So, it could be, again, that the relationship needs to end altogether, or an aspect of the relationship needs to end, but there is something that's done over, and something needs to be released through the heart. So sometimes that's done through sex, sometimes it's done through music, and whatever it is that you need to release some old toxic feelings, old toxic patterns in your relationships. This is going to be the theme of what's happening for you in this new moon in Scorpio and retrograde period. Okay, Libra. Libra, you have the Chariot. You're moving on, you're traveling, you're moving forward. There's like a green light here. This could be very rapid movement too. Um, and the clarifier is the Four of Cups. I mean, the Four of Pentacles, sorry. So the Four of Pentacles is kind of like trying to hold on for dear life. I feel like there is there's a need to feel more grounded. So maybe do some work with your base chakra. The Chariot is the Merkaba. So what part of you that maybe is feeling afraid to let go of a situation, to let go of security, to let go of all of this, so that then you can really really charge and fly towards your destiny. So there's something holding you down or holding you back, and part of that again might be that you feeling like I need to be more grounded, like I can't really move forward without it. So if that's the way you're feeling, it could be, you know, really going out in nature, um, putting your bare feet on the earth, you know, dancing is a great way, drumming, gardening, do something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel grounded, and that will help fortify the base chakra, which is the root chakra. So it's like before, you know, you can really move forward, it's like finding your spiritual roots. That's what's coming to my mind, spiritual roots. Okay. And your tarot of sexual magic is the Knight of Pentacles. He's offering her a lime. He's on a horse and she's walking side by side. Interesting. And she's putting out a hand, so she's going to take that offer. Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. Discontent. Okay. The magic of the green lemon. Waiting allows the desired fruit to ripen, while haste makes every chalice bitter. Interesting. So we were talking about you weren't ready, you needed roots. Well, maybe you need the fruit to ripen. You don't feel ripe yet. You don't feel, there's something you don't feel ready for. So do those things that would help you feel more stable and grounded before making a big change. That could be the whole message of this retrograde period for you. Okay. Next, we are on to Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season and really great cards for Scorpio. Okay, so again, if you're just kind of tuning in, Scorpio, this is for Scorpio sun, moon, and rising. Ace of Fire. There is a spark of, you are like coming back to life. This is going to be your time. It's like, I feel like you are ready for, you know, you're feeling turned on, obviously, right? You're on fire. It's your season. It's your retrograde. It's your new moon. It's your sun. It's like all things Scorpio are celebrated at this time. So you are going to be celebrated because the clarifier is the Six of Wands. So we are celebrating you. You're feeling on top of the world. You're feeling triumphant. You're feeling like there's nothing you can't do. You're the hero or the shiro. You are returning home, coming home as the hero, riding high on your horse. Everybody's throwing roses at you and flowers and says, oh my God, Scorpio, you're fucking amazing. So this is a really good sign for the next, 4 to 6 weeks during your season. Let's see if there's anything else I'll channel for you, Scorpios. I want to spend a little extra time on yours. feel like you getting turned on again, it's like bringing you back into balance. So maybe you have been feeling kind of tired and, you know, just not yourself, just not your passionate self, but it's returning. Your passion, your fire is returning, my friend. And for the Tarot of Sexual Magic, you got another 6. So there's 2 sixes here. 6 is all about harmony, love, all things Venus. So you got the 6 of chalices. So this would be the 6 of cups. And she's looking at this portrait of her and this man kissing. And she's got these 2 lovebirds, these 2 love doves at her feet. And she's alone looking at this. So and it's interesting, look at, there's autumn leaves here, and then she's got her stockings hanging on a branch. What else? I feel like this is saying this is your season. Remember how far you've come. I think that's part of it. Remember how far you've come. Okay, so let's read the book because it's always really fun to see what the actual. Okay, memory, the magic of the parchment. A portrait reminds us of those who are only distant memories. It may revive desire for an ex and destroy blocks of the past. So I feel like, you know, there is something healing for you around, you know, maybe a memory comes up, something comes up about, you know, an ex-lover or ex-partner, husband, lover, any of that. And you go, wow, I have overcome so much. I've overcome. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of this. And I can take this memory and go and remember the good parts, remember what was beautiful, and bring that into my current relationships, my current way of being in life. Gorgeous cards. Wow. Okay, Scorpio. So the next would be Sagittarius. Okay. What did you have? You have the 9 of air and the world. Okay. Some of you got double cards, so some of the things had to be redone. Okay. Sagittarius, 9 of air. This is all about worrying. So stop worrying so much. Worry is a useless waste of mental energy. Being unable to sleep at night or waking up in the middle of the night with nightmares with like ideas in your head, but it's usually not positive ideas. Or, I mean, it just could be that it's just like there's an awakening happening with you, and it might be causing you some stress and sleepless nights. The beautiful thing, though, is the clarifier is the world card. So all of this stress that's coming up in the Scorpio season for you, it's like a purging. So you can be rebirthed out of this womb, this cosmic womb, as your true authentic self. And maybe you felt, you know, I just can't be myself. You know, nobody really wants me to be. I feel like this is a worry that literally is kind of all in your head. Because what's coming is just a complete clean slate. You're going to get this clean slate, and you can move forward, and rebirth yourself in any way, shape, or form that you want to. So feeling complete, feeling whole. The worries are literally just illusions, old fears that are just coming up, so you can really take what you've learned and move on. Okay, Sagittarius? And your card from the Tarot Sexual Magic is Death. Look at that, the Scorpio card. She's kind of a wild looking character. Let's see what the Tarot Sex Magic has to say about her. Okay, abandon, sublimation of the instinct. Temporary abstinence from sex reinforces your desire. A relationship undergoing a transformation. Even the end of things must be accepted serenely. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you're letting go of almost, I would say, if there was something about sex that you felt ashamed about, or someone else shamed you about, that's going to be healed in this retrograde. So it might be that something comes up from the surface, from the depths of your unconscious, a memory or a situation with a relationship you're in, that makes you go, wow, I really need to heal this so I can feel like my true self and love my whole self, love my true self, and not feel like I'm ashamed. So it's purging shame around any sort of sexual body issues. Okay. Wow. It's pretty major, Sag. But good. It's going to be a great time for you. Okay, so Capricorn. Hello, Cappies, my friendly Cappies, my Caparoos. You know I love you because I'm a Capricorn. Woo! So if you're Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this applies to you, baby. The Wheel of Fortune. God knows we need it. It's been a crazy 10, 11, 12 years for Capricorns, especially in finances and in restructuring your entire self, restructuring your life, your way of living. Everything has been under a deep transformation. So the Jupiter cycle, this is the card that represents Jupiter, is starting December 2nd. So this, so this energy and this cycle is going to uplift Capricorns throughout 2020 into 2021. So we're going to start feeling that, because start feeling that now during this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, because we have the Page of Wands. This is news coming in, that this is good news. This is like a project or a job, or just feeling healthier, feeling better, just like feeling more optimistic. So there's some news, something, possibly a destined meeting with somebody that just makes you go, oh. So you might start getting little previews of how your life is going to finally shift and change, and your career status is going to change in 2020. Well, actually starting December 2nd for many Capricorns. Really great news. Wow. And in the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo usually. So this energy is very earthy. So it's this king, and he's naked except for his crown and his cloak, and he's chasing this little naked woman who's trying to hold up a thin little scarf in front of her. And she's hiding behind a column. So what is this one about, I wonder? Okay, this is about, okay, it's called Fear. Interesting. The magic of the white dove. And the white dove is kind of flying over his shoulder there. So it says, fear increases the distance and pursuing your partner will do no good. Happiness is born of a mutual effort to move towards each other. So I feel like if you've been chasing somebody, it hasn't been working, right? Or chasing an idea, chasing money, chasing whatever it is that you desire and want the most, and what you want to manifest isn't going to make it happen. It's only going to push it away because the chasing is resistance. So with the changing of the wheel, it's bringing you what you really desire and need and wish for. You're not going to chase it anymore because it's like exactly what what the booklet said. It's like if you don't want to chase somebody and pursue them and get them only to have them be like, yeah, I kind of like you, I'm into you. But it's like, no. And the same thing with any sort of job or making money. You don't want to chase after this thing and then find it's like, oh, that's not very satisfying. That's not exactly what I want. So, don't be in fear anymore. Release your fear, let go, enjoy yourself, enjoy this time of more stability, of upward mobility, of good news coming in. Yay, Cappies. Very happy to see that. All right, so we have Aquarius. Aquarius, okay, had some similar cards as Sagittarius. Oh my God, almost identical to Sagittarius. Wow. Okay, so whatever's going on, there's something between Sagittarius and Aquarius. There's some similarities here. So I need to get, okay. So Aquarius, you're worrying about something. Something's keeping you up at night or waking you up at night. Could be bad dreams, bad daydreams, just like going to the worst case scenario, okay? And your clarifiers are the King of Pentacles, you got two, the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So in this retrograde period, there is a turning on, a rekindling of passion with the King of Pentacles. What's going on here? So retrogrades, as I mentioned in other readings, in case you haven't watched it, can be about people, ex-lovers, ex-husbands, past life lovers and husbands and wives. I mean, this could be also the masculine energy in a woman. So it'll apply to feminine energy as well. So if you're a man and you're looking for a woman, somebody may be returning from your past. So this might cause you to feel a bit unsettled. And, especially if things didn't end well with this person or didn't go well, or there could be unresolved stuff, but I feel like there is a very passionate new start with this person. Now, if this King of Pentacles represents your success, your job, your money, your investments, there is something new coming in that has a lot of growth potential, okay? So again, worrying, excessive worrying is like just such a useless waste of mental energy. And then it could also not help you see the potential of this opportunity, okay? And for the Tarot of Sexual Magic, you got the same as Sagittarius. You got the Death card. There is an ending. So withdraw, it was about sexual withdrawal, and not like withdrawal like addiction, but withdrawing from sex, which is interesting because this is the Scorpio card, the card that represents Scorpio in the major arcana. So at this time, it's like retaining your sexual energy for this opportunity, whether it's with a relationship, a person coming back, or an investment opportunity, a job opportunity. There's something that, an aspect of this that you need to let go of. And I feel like it's, you know, since you got that, all that worry and anxiety energy, it's like letting go of what no longer serves you and honoring, really honoring your passion and your sexuality so that you are moving into the right relationship for you. So this, whatever's coming in, it just could be, you know, something that you have to, that you need to work out so you could end it and start fresh, right? And that doesn't mean you end with one person and go to the next person. It could be ending a situation. Oh, that could be it. You're ending a dry spell. You're ending a dry spell. Okay. They're giving me, I'm hearing these words. You're ending a dry spell. So there's been a dry spell in sexuality, relationships, money, passion, like feeling less than passionate, Aquarius. That time is coming to an end during the next 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. Whew. That was kind of, I was like, what's this all about? Okay, Pisces, my sweet fishies. You have some similar cards to Sagittarius, Aquarius. Yeah, Sagittarius and Aquarius. You've the three signs. You have some similar energies around ending and, you know, feeling a little bit worried, cautious, or anxious. Okay. So the, you know, Pisces, you got the 9 of fire. So I love my fishies, my sweet Pisces. You guys are awesome. You're psychic, you're intuitive. So this is all stuff I know you're already feeling. So I feel like, you know, this could mean a few different things, that you've been burned in the past by a situation, a person, and now you're on guard. Now you've got boundaries up. You're on guard. You want to be cautious. You want to proceed with caution. And the clarifier is the Death card. So again, Death is the card that represents the sign of Scorpio in the Tarot. So letting go, letting something die. So I feel like you've been holding back, Pisces, holding back your light, maybe a bit more than you should be. So I think you're going to find in this retrograde cycle, Mercury in Scorpio, that you are loosening up the grip on some worries, loosening up the grip on trying to control how everybody sees you or how everybody is perceiving you. So becoming, you know, coming out into the light, coming out of the cave, okay? And you got 2 cards from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. You got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knave of Swords. So you got earth and air energy, Pisces. Look at these cards. So, well, let's talk about this card first. So the Queen of Pentacles, let's read what this says. Coolness, the magic of the bay leaves. You must fight coolness and convince your partner to be generous, both sentimentally and materially. This will bring serenity, safety, and sincerity into the couple. Okay. This coolness, remember we were talking about you're holding back. So you're holding back your passion, you're holding back your emotion. You're not maybe telling somebody how much you love them or how much you care about them because you're afraid maybe they won't feel the same way. Let's see what the Knave of Swords is about. Okay, this one says biting. I wonder if he's going to bite her butt. The magic of bitter almonds. Enemies of the couple, both inside and outside of it, they should look at each other. Vigilance does not distract from pleasure, and pleasure does not distract from vigilance. Interesting. So that 9 of fire, like being on guard. So this is kind of echoing that same idea. So light yourselves up, light up, even though you're vigilant, bring some pleasure into the relationship, bring some pleasure into your business, whatever it is. If you bring pleasure to it, you can still, you can still proceed slowly, step by step, and have caution. But I feel like you're being too cautious, like to the point of where this person, these group of people, they don't really know how in love with this thing you are, or in love with this person, or how much you want it. It's like you're just holding back too much of your fire, too much of your passion. Like, tell people what your passion is. If you have passion for somebody, let them know. And let them know through pleasurable ways. It's not necessarily like, you don't have to be heavy about it. You don't have to be serious about it like she is. I think she's being too serious. I think just, be a little more playful, a little more flirty, with life, with people, with work, with everything. Just have some humor, have some lightness, have some flirtiness. And I think that'll help bring barriers down. And then once, I feel like you don't feel safe to show yourself. So maybe when someone else's barrier comes down, you're like, okay, sigh of relief. There's some mutuality. We both like each other, or we both want to have this. You know what I mean? It's like wanting to be on the same page. And if this is a pattern of something that you do a lot, then I think you're going to be letting go of this pattern and releasing it. Okay. And it might be that you find that you need to release certain people or situations in your life that don't feel pleasurable, that feel like they're not giving you that pleasure anymore, so it could be time to be like, yeah, I'm going for my pleasure, I'm going for my happiness, I want to feel passionate again, I want to feel the fire. Okay, so that's it for our 12 sign predictions. I hope those were helpful for each of you. And remember, yes, definitely watch your sun sign forecast, but don't forget to check out the moon and your rising sign if you know them. And if you don't, you can go to astro.com and put in your birth date information. So you need your birthday, the time you were born, and the location. And it will tell you exactly where your moon was when you're born, which sign the moon was in, and also what your rising sign is. Also called the ascendant, which your ascending sign. Okay? Have a very, very blessed new moon in Scorpio. And I think Scorpio season is going to bless us in a lot of ways. There could be some surprises because, Uranus is in Taurus, which is the direct opposite side of the wheel. So there's some oppositional force coming, and that means change. That means a little bit of surprise upheaval, maybe, or just plain old surprise. You could have a pleasant surprise. And, remember, Mercury in retrograde is about remembering, revising, redoing, revisioning. retreat. Sometimes it means you need to take a step back and look at something and review it before moving forward. So this is not the time to go charging forward. This is the time to really review and take things step by step. Okay. Sending y'all much love. Bye.